Lister Fieldhouse. Our commencement ceremony will begin in 5 minutes. At this time, we ask that you please take your seat and silence your mobile phone.
Good afternoon, and welcome to the 54th commencement of the Citadel Graduate College. I am Sally Selden, Provost and Dean of the College. It is my pleasure to welcome each of you to today's celebration of our extraordinary graduates. Together they stand strong, sharing the common bonds of honor, duty, and respect, the core values of a Citadel graduate. Please stand for the invocation given by Associate Chaplain Ali Jose and remain standing for the national anthem.
Good afternoon. Would you please bow your head in a moment of prayer and reflection with me? Almighty God, the source and sustainer of our light, strength, and hope, we give you thanks for the blessings you have bestowed upon our institution and these students graduating today. Gathered with friends and family, we celebrate that they have run with endurance their course here at the Citadel and can now receive their prize. We join them in their joy of reaching this graduation milestone. Our prayer for them today is that they would continue to lead their lives with honor, duty, and respect. Whether they are equipped to begin a new career, have worked to grow and learn skills for present opportunities, or are striking out on a new adventure altogether, we pray they go forward with confidence. May your light continue to shine in, through, and around them in all that they do. Lord, for the journey that has brought them to the Citadel, we give thanks. For all of the journeys to come, we ask for wisdom, guidance, and the strength to live with grace and truth. God, allow them to feel the delight of this day, to know the love of those gathered around them, and to be reminded of the blessings you are pouring out on them now and forevermore. Amen.
Please be seated. Our College Marshal, Dr. Joel Berlingeri, will now exit. It is an honor for me to introduce the 20th President of the Citadel, General Glenn Walters, United States Marine Corps retired, Citadel Class of 1979. He returned to his alma mater in 2018 after serving as the 34th Assistant Commandant of the Marine Corps, the second-ranking officer in the Marines. His final assignment in a distinguished 39-year military career. General Walters served as a naval aviator and test pilot, and in command and staff roles at every level. Please join me in welcoming General Walters.
This is almost as crowded as the last one. Distinguished guests, faculty, staff, friends and relatives, and most important of all, our outstanding graduates. I am pleased to share this significant milestone with you and your families. Your class joined from many backgrounds and paths from 24 states across the nation and 9 countries around the world. You should have focus and determination to complete your studies while balancing many other demands on your time. Since 1966, the Citadel Graduate College has been a vital part of this institution and an important contributor to advancing the Low Country. The Citadel Graduate College will award a total of 492 degrees, including 402 at the graduate level and 90 at the baccalaureate level this academic year. Our graduate students come from all walks of life, many with full-time jobs and many with families of their own. Some are active duty personnel and many are veterans. You each made it here today while balancing busy lives. That alone is a significant accomplishment. Well done. I am confident our communities and nation will benefit from your efforts. I am proud of you and hope you keep the Citadel close to your hearts in the years ahead. Thank you. I now invite Dr. Selden to continue the program.
It is my pleasure to introduce the distinguished guests on the platform. I would ask each of them to stand briefly. Please hold your applause until all have been introduced. Colonel Dylan Goff, class of 2002, Chair of the Citadel Board of Visitors. Colonel Pete McCoy, class of 74, Vice Chair, Board of Visitors. Colonel Allison Dean Love, the Citadel Graduate College, class of 93, Board of Visitors. Colonel Trez Smith, MD, class of 98, Board of Visitors. Ms. Deb Hartgrove, Designated Representative of the State Superintendent of Education. Colonel Leonard Foljam, class of 51, Chair Emeritus, Board of Visitors. Colonel Billy Jenkins, class of 68, Member Emeritus, Board of Visitors. Colonel Doug Schneider, class of 82, Member Emeritus, Board of Visitors. Mr. John McAleer, class of 72, President of the Citadel Alumni Association. Dr. Brian Madison Jones, Dean of the School of Humanities and Social Sciences. Dr. Darren Zimmerman, Dean of the Swain Family School of Science and Mathematics. Dr. Andrew Williams, Dean of the School of Engineering. Dr. Michael Weeks, Dean of the Tommy and Victoria Baker School of Business. Dr. Evan Ortlib, Dean of the Zucker Family School of Education. Dr. Kevin Bauer, Associate Provost and Dean of General Studies. And First Lieutenant Ali Jose, Associate Chaplain of the Corps of Cadets. Please join me in recognizing these distinguished guests for their leadership and commitment to the success of the Citadel and the class of 2023. We are pleased to have 17 Citadel alumni here today to present diplomas to their family members. Will these Citadel alumni please rise and let us welcome you with a round of applause. Graduation Day places the spotlight on the primary mission of the Citadel, academic achievement. As a college, we understand that the greatest tool in any civilian endeavor or military engagement is one's mind. The faculty devoted their efforts to engage and challenge our students during their time here. Many people are involved in educating principal leaders, and I'd like to introduce several of them now. First, the academic leadership of the Citadel, the deans, academic department heads, and Chair of the Faculty Senate, please rise and be recognized. Also present are representatives of the more than 200 talented and dedicated Citadel faculty. Will you please rise and be recognized? And finally, let us recognize the families of our candidates for graduation. Without their support, we know today would not have been possible. Will the family members please rise and be recognized? General Walters will now introduce our commencement speaker.
Allison Dean Love, Citadel Graduate College Class of 1993, is a successful public relations and communications consultant working with major media outlets, corporations, and individuals, engaging in crisis communication, loss prevention, risk management, and strategic planning. Elected by the General Assembly as the first and only graduate college alumni to serve on the Citadel Board of Visitors, she is also our longest-serving voting member. A lifetime member of the Citadel Alumni Association, she's an MBA Society Distinguished Alumni, and along with her husband, Phil, a member of the Citadel Legacy Society and Society of 1842, each for significant contributions to the college. Colonel Love additionally held significant roles in the Citadel Alumni Association and Brigadier Foundation. You will not find a stronger, more devoted champion of the Citadel. It's been an honor to work with Allison Dean Love. I look forward to many more years to come. Please join me and give a warm Citadel welcome to our 2023 commencement speaker, Colonel Love.
What a great day at the Citadel, right? What a great crowd, too. Whenever I graduated 30 years ago, it was in Summerall Chapel with a lot smaller crowd, so it's so wonderful to see you all this afternoon. General Walters, Gail, General Selden, Chairman Goff, members of the Citadel Board of Visitors, thank you so much for having me this afternoon. And honored guests, thank you for my friends being here. The staff, faculty, friends, families, but most of all, the graduates. And thank you. It is my highest honor. It is my highest honor to be with you today. Congratulations to the class of 2023. Because you chose to attend the Citadel, the rest of your life will be different. So welcome to the Citadel family. I remember where I was sitting when I was waiting to receive my Citadel diploma. Aren't you just ready to exhale? And I'm the only thing in between you and getting your diploma, so I know you want me to hurry up. But I know what it's like to go to school and work full-time or part-time and late night studying, writing papers, meetings with classmates, juggling priorities, not seeing your families. And I remember the strong bonds that we created and formed as classmates. I also remember the independent study I did with Dr. Charbrough on the relationship of communication and personality and its implications for management. I found that a lot of Citadel personalities tend to be type A's. Shocker, right? And I hate to admit it, but I scored as the second highest type A in my class. And although I don't always enjoy being around some of those other high type A's, that practical knowledge really helped me build positive relationships in my career. 30 years ago, Citadel President General Claudius Watts handed me my diploma. And now, as you know, as you will find out, there is such tremendous pride in attending an institution with such a strong national brand and national reputation. So let yourself feel the pride, but always stay humble and kind. You might recognize that's from Tim McGraw's song. You're going to hear some other country songs too, because you'll find out why. But you might not fully appreciate the tremendous power that you have with your Citadel degree in connecting with our incredible faculty. So think back on why you decided to attend the Citadel. Maybe you came here to pursue a promotion, to earn more money, or to build a better life for you and your family. Whatever your reason, today you become a part of the Citadel legacy just as the Citadel becomes a part of your legacy. We all want to live a meaningful life. We all want to find our purpose and our calling in life. We all want to leave a positive legacy. You want to do something that matters, something that says, I was here. So as you ponder what your future and your legacy will be, let me share 3 recommendations I've learned to build a legacy. First, make relationships a priority. A good relationship is built on mutual respect, honesty, and trust. Years ago at a Citadel volunteer conference, I met nationally known author John Gordon, who wrote several books, but one of my favorites is called The Energy Bus. So the basic premise of his work is if you imagine that you're going down the road of life, who do you want on your bus? You want the positive energy people, right? You want to kick the negative people off. And you want people who will show respect, who are always honest with you, and who you can trust. And they don't always show up at the same time. They're the ones that you need to find, embrace, and put on your bus one at a time. And I'm here today because of those one persons. For me, that first one person was Pat Ezel, who recruited me to attend the Citadel. She was the director of the evening college, which is what we used to call our non-cadet programs. And even though I was worried about being one of the only women my first night of class, her support and the realization that about half of all the students in the evening college were women really helped me feel like I had found a home. My next one person was Doug Warner, one of my classmates, who recommended me for a position at the Charleston Metro Chamber of Commerce, which started changing my life. My next one person was my dear friend Mert Riggs, God rest her soul. She inspired me by her volunteer service and helped my career statewide and nationally by connecting me with others. And then later, I met Doug Snyder, who was a member of the Citadel Board and still is a member of the Citadel Board. And he encouraged me to talk to the then chairman of the board, Frank Mood, and that's what led to me serving on the Board of Visitors. And these are the sort of people that you want on your bus because they believed in me, they encouraged me, and they supported me. And while you want people on your bus who are obviously supportive and positive, you also want people who challenge you. So don't kick them off your bus just because you disagree with them. In the real world, we've got to work in teams and groups, and sometimes we just don't always like those people we get stuck with, right? So while you don't always get to choose the passengers on your bus, you become better for asking them to stay on board. So associate with people who have your back, support you, and cheer you on, and also those who challenge you. So the diploma that you're going to receive today has fingerprints, invisible fingerprints all over it from so many people. Your instructors, faculty members, administrators, parents, grandparents, your husband, your wife, your children, your coworkers, bosses, friends, and others who have supported you along the way. It's as if before you could receive it, it first had to be touched by all those positive people. Maintain the bonds you have formed here at the Citadel. These relationships will be with you for a lifetime and serve as a source of strength, encouragement, and support. So pay attention and cultivate relationships Who knows where your next one person might come from? So second, let's think about trust, specifically the importance of earning the trust of those around you. Trust is having the confidence that someone can be relied upon to do what they say they will do. It's the foundation of any good relationship. Many of you will soon step into new leadership roles as a result of your new Citadel degree. Remember, to lead, you must first inspire trust in others. So how do you build trust? Well, of course, as a communications person, I'm going to say be a great communicator. But who do you think of when you think of a principled leader? Have you ever known a leader who wasn't a great communicator? To be a great communicator, you must remain open, transparent, and listen. And it's not only what you say, but also when you say it and how you say it. Pay attention to your nonverbal. It can make or break a relationship. And I've noticed how some leaders literally put their finger over their mouth to control their need to speak and to focus on listening. Be true to your word, be consistent, and always tell the truth. My mantra in serving as a spokesperson has been to tell the truth and tell it fast. Hold yourself accountable to have the highest integrity, because you can spend a lifetime building a reputation and lose it in seconds. Show respect. Use the golden rule. Remember the core values of the Citadel are honor, duty, and respect. Respect means taking care of those in your charge. And as my friend Dr. Amy Montanez wrote in her book, Launch, our brains and our souls are better when we give back. So reach out and give back. From those valued relationships with people you trust and who trust you come opportunities. So the third point is seizing and creating more opportunities will help shape your future. An opportunity could be a clear sign that circumstances have aligned for your next step in life. Or it can mean making a leap of faith or taking a calculated risk. Stay open to opportunities. Challenge yourself. And don't be afraid to seek your worth, your dreams, and your goals just because you don't feel ready. Some of you are interested in new opportunities because you don't feel appreciated, or you don't think you have a chance for career advancement. Or maybe you're working harder, sometimes for less pay. Maybe you've lost trust that the leadership of your organizations has your best interests at heart. Maybe you've lost your job, and this is going to help you find the next one. Remember all of this when it's your turn to lead people. Encourage those around you to seek opportunities and to help the next ones in line use their expertise to grow to be the next leaders. Several of you have told me that this is what is happening for you here at the Citadel. I reached out to several of you to find out how things had changed since I had been here and to learn about your experiences. I loved our talks. You told me how your professors guided you, how much you enjoyed the simulations you ran, how much you collaborated with your classmates. And it's so exciting to hear that the Citadel is giving you the confidence and the courage to seek those new opportunities. Here's a few of your quotes. There are many ways to learn these days, and this is education in a better way. My new degree is going to provide the means to begin a new chapter of life. The program provided me with the leadership and ethics training and principles needed to better provide good, honest, frank, and humble guidance to those around me. And one of my favorites, my professors have been so accessible and encouraging. And I talked to one of you who's a single dad, working full-time and trying to support your son. I wish I knew where you were so I could look at you right now. Let me tell you, sitting beside him every night at the kitchen table while you both do your homework is making a lasting impression on him. And you've earned his respect and you've earned mine. So thank you also for your service to our country, and thank you to all of you who have served our country. Growing up as a shy, quiet little girl on a farm in Tennessee who was absolutely terrified to speak in front of a class, I never imagined I would be here today. I'm a living example of how opportunities worked for me as I attended the Citadel, became a consultant working with local, state, and national organizations. And thanks to those stepping stones, I met my husband along the way. And we were married in Summerall Chapel. And he is so proud to be a Citadel husband. Many of you have probably heard that story in the last 2 days. He even has a Citadel husband t-shirt. And you can get those over at the gift shop, by the way. But he went to and graduated from the University of South Carolina, bless his heart. But he always regretted not coming to the Citadel. But now he's a Citadel husband. So thank you, Phil, for being such a wonderful role model, a principal leader, one of my greatest supporters, and for loving the mission and vision of the Citadel, too. You know, I'm thinking that maybe someday the Love Graduate College might be a thing. The Citadel Love, we'll talk about that later. Love Graduate College, it sounds good. Whatever y'all have been through to get to this day has been worth it. Without the Citadel, my entire life would have been different. Making the decision to attend the Citadel was one of the best decisions I ever made in my life. And I am so grateful to the Citadel for transforming me from that shy little girl. I give credit to the Citadel for helping me face adversity and overcome my fear of public speaking and move from that shy little girl to working with national organizations and speaking at national conferences within months of graduation. I went on to conduct more than 8,000 TV, radio, and print interviews and to train other people on how to do it too. I worked hard to value and preserve relationships, to look for new and existing opportunities, and to build a career based on credibility and trust. So today I ask you to use your new Citadel degree to demonstrate you're a person of character, you're a principled leader, be a good role model, be a mentor, inspire others to continue their education. If you love, care for, and serve one person at a time and your organization, you will be successful at your career. I talked to you earlier about whose fingerprints are on your diploma. As you go forward, where will you leave your fingerprints? Who are you going to influence? What are you going to do to make a difference? Please stay engaged with the Citadel. Join the Alumni Association, stay involved, and be a part of the Citadel network. I want to recognize Kathleen Cartlin, who is our first CGC representative on the Alumni Association board, and Ann Ellish, who served with me on the Board of Visitors from 1997 to 2000 as an advisory member. They have both served the Citadel for years, and I hope that their legacy will inspire you to consider serving the Citadel as well. And I challenge you to join me in contributing toward academic scholarships through the Citadel Foundation. Your gifts will make a difference for future students and help keep the Citadel #1 college in the South and #1 for veterans. And finally, get a Citadel ring. You've accomplished something special, so show the world that you're a part of the Citadel family and be proud of it. Graduates like yourselves make up nearly 1/3 of all living Citadel alumni, nearly 1/3. So once local, with a focus on educating teachers, to now global with such a broad focus on business, engineering, leadership, and so many other educational pathways, the CGC has come a long way in almost 60 years. And now you're all a part of that legacy. So today marks a major milestone in your legacy. Congratulations to you and your loved ones on making it to today. And as alumni, continue to build your legacy through relationships, trust, and opportunities for yourself and for those you lead. The world needs you. The Citadel needs you. Your families and your loved ones need you. So take a day or two to celebrate your well-earned achievement. Then, with the time you've been given, plan ahead and get to work making your community, our Citadel, and the world a better place. And if you don't hear anything else I said today, leave a positive legacy. And whatever you do, work at it with all your heart. And remember this famous saying, remember this? I've learned that people will forget what you said. They'll forget what you did, but they'll never forget how you made them feel. It's so true. So congratulations, class of 2023. God bless you, and God bless the Citadel. Thank you.
Thank you, Colonel Love, for your inspiring words and amazing guidance that you've offered our graduates. We will now award degrees to the graduate and undergraduate students who have successfully completed the requirements for their academic programs in the CGC. Each school dean will come forward and ask the candidates from their programs to please stand. Graduates, when your degree program is called, please rise until all programs within your school have been called. Colonel Goff will then ask all graduates to stand and confer all degrees at the end. Then graduates will come to the platform to receive their diploma from General Walters. At this time, I invite Dr. Brian Madison Jones, Dean of the School of Humanities and Social Sciences, to the podium.
Will the candidates for the degree Specialists in Education and School Psychology please stand? Will the candidates for the degree Master of Arts in Clinical Counseling Psychology please stand? Will the candidates for the degree Master of Arts in English please stand? Will the candidates for the degree Master of Arts in History please stand? Will the candidates for the degree Master of Arts in Intelligence and Security Studies please stand? Will the candidates for the degree Master of Arts in International Politics and Military Affairs please stand? Will the candidates for the degree Master of Arts in Military History please stand? Will the candidates for the degree Master of Arts in Psychology please stand? Will the candidates for the degree Master of Arts in Social Science please stand? Will the candidates for the degree Bachelor of Arts in Criminal Justice please stand? Will the candidates for the degree Bachelor of Arts in Intelligence and Security Studies please stand? Will the candidates for the degree Bachelor of Arts in Political Science please stand? We are so proud of you and appreciate you for choosing the Citadel. You may be seated. I invite Dr. Darren Zimmerman, Dean of the Swain Family School of Science and Mathematics, to the podium.
Good afternoon. Will the candidates for the degree Master of Arts in Biology please stand? Will the candidates for the degree Master of Arts in Sport Management please stand? Will the candidates for the degree Master of Science in Computer and Information Sciences please stand? Will the candidates for the degree Master of Science in Health, Exercise, and Sports Science please stand? Will the candidates for the degree Bachelor of Science in Nursing please stand? Will the candidates for the degree Bachelor of Science in Tactical Strength and Conditioning please stand? We are very proud of you. Thank you for choosing the Citadel. I now invite Colonel Andrew Brent Williams, Dean of the School of Engineering, to the podium.
Will the candidates of the degree Master of Science in Civil Engineering please rise? Will the candidates for the degree Master of Science in Electrical Engineering please rise? Will the candidates for the degree Master of Science in Mechanical Engineering please rise? Will the candidates for the degree Master of Science in Project Management please rise? Will the candidates for the degree Bachelor of Science in Civil Engineering please rise? Will the candidates for the degree Bachelor of Construction Engineering please rise? Will the candidates for the degree Bachelor of Science in Electrical Engineering please rise? Will the candidates for the degree Bachelor of Science in Mechanical Engineering please rise? Thank you for choosing the Citadel. We are very proud of your achievements. You may be seated. At this time, I invite Colonel Michael Weeks, Dean of the Tommy and Victoria Baker School of Business, to the podium.
Good afternoon. In the business school, we're efficient. So, will the candidates for the degree Master of Business Administration please stand? And will the candidates for the degree Bachelor of Science in Business Administration please stand? We're very proud of you. Congratulations on your achievement, and we look forward to wishing you the best in the future. Congratulations. Now I'd like to invite Dr. Evan Todd Ortlieb to the stand.
Will the candidates for the degree Specialist in Educational Leadership please stand? Will the candidates for the degree of Masters of Arts in Teaching please stand? Will the candidates for the degree Master of Education in Educational Leadership please stand? Will the candidates for the degree Master of Education in Counselor Education please stand? Will the candidates for the degree Master of Education in Interdisciplinary STEM Education please stand? Will the candidates for the degree Master of Education in Literacy Education please stand? Will the candidates for the degree Master of Education in Higher Educational Leadership please stand? Will the candidates for the degree Master of Science in Instructional Systems Design and Performance Improvement please stand? Will the candidates for the degree Master of Science in Secondary Education please stand? Thank you for choosing the Citadel. We are so proud of your accomplishments. Please give them a round of applause. I would now like to invite Dr. Kevin Bauer, Associate Provost and Dean of General Studies, to the podium.
Will the candidates for the degree Master of Science in Leadership please rise? Thank you for choosing the Citadel. You make us very proud. Dr. Sullivan, return the program.
Colonel Goff, I am pleased to present these candidates who have been certified by the faculty as having successfully completed all requirements for their respective graduate and undergraduate degrees.
The class of 2023, please stand. I hadn't even done anything yet. Y'all are cheering. That's great. By the authority vested in me by the General Assembly of the State of South Carolina, as Chairman of the Board of Visitors, I confer upon each of you the degree for which you are qualified with all the duties, rights, and privileges pertaining thereto. Congratulations.
Please be seated. We will now present diplomas to our newest graduates. General Walters will be assisted by Doctors Kevin Bauer and Kelly Brennan. Those receiving master's and specialist degrees will be called first. They will be followed in turn by the recipients in the bachelor's programs. I would like to point out that those master's degree students who have maintained a 4.0 average in all of their coursework are designated as graduating with distinction and are listed as so in the program. Undergraduate students are recognized with Latin honors in the program. Graduating veterans are denoted by the red, white, and blue cords they wear. Graduates becoming lifetime members in the Citadel Alumni Association will be announced as they cross the stage. This membership is vital to the future of our college. One measure of a college is the success of its graduates. Thank you for reaching back to support the Citadel through your Alumni Association membership on the very day that you graduate. The graduates will now come forward to receive their diplomas as their names are called.
Cassidy Hunt Abel. Michael Abrams, with distinction. Andrew D. Allen. Jennifer Lynn Bailey, with distinction. Joseph Blackard Baker. Corey Michael Baldwin. Lindsay Nicole Ballard. Nathaniel Aaron Ballard. Robert Emmett Barnes. Jonathan Adam Barr. Kaylee Barrett. Max Bielke. Natalie Best. Heather Blaschke, with distinction. Robert J. Block. Samuel Gillespie Bloomer. Leona Joy Bond. Naya Bolani. Gilbert Bowman Bradham, Jr. Christopher Roy Britton. Michelle Alexandria Brown. Abigail Grace Brubaker. Abigail Bruner, who will be presented her diploma by her father and grandfather. Caitlin Marie Buchanan. Ashley B. Burton. Christiane M. Camarillo, with distinction. Caleb Janice Campbell. Aubrey Carson, with distinction. Connor Patrick Casey. Stephen Jack Chanel. Bryant Lydell Childs, Jr. Rayshawn Kadeem Chisholm. Crystal Lachey Cochran. Monique J. Collins. Andres Fernando Contreras Cruz. Tatiana Corso, with distinction. James Michael Costner, with distinction. Graham David Crow. Amanda Cunningham, with distinction. Stephanie Charlotte Daly, with distinction. Alicia Rose Daly. James Christopher Davidson. Richard Glenn Davis, who will be presented his diploma by his friend. Sophie Elizabeth Dilator Dupavion. Joseph Del Vecchio. Lori Lynn Del Vecchio. Trisha Ann DeLees, CAA Life member. Brittany Ann Dennis. Patty M. Dennis, with distinction. Darren Devereaux. Michael David Dixon. Mary Dinda, with distinction, who will be presented her diploma by her son. Danielle Jessica Dominguez, with distinction. Robbie Marissa Priest Doran. Paca Joe Glenn Dow. De'Ara Glaze Drake. Charles Vale Eggleton. Matthew Robert Eichman, with distinction. Jelani Delane Ellington, with distinction. Samantha Tierra English. Victoria Lynn Vassiani. Timothy Warren Farmer, with distinction. John Cade Ferris, with distinction. Brogan Chandler Ferry. Lauren Alexis Ford, with distinction. Nicole Monique Ford. Jessica Danielle Galvin. Jimena Garcia Risotto. Brandon Matthew Gillard. Wendy S. George. Robert Anthony Gearsall III, with distinction. Jennifer Lee Gonzalez. Cassidy Jordan Graham. Austin Allen Graven Franchot, with distinction. Andrea Nicole Gregor. Heather Hages, with distinction. Rebecca Michelle Hall. William John Hargrove. Carl Alijawan Harris. Daryl Bouvier Harris, Sr. Ellen Davis Harvey, who will be presented her diploma by her father. Christina Joanne Hayton, with distinction. Terry Wayne Heichelbach. Lillian Elizabeth Hendricks. Jennifer Lockhart Herndon. James Ian Hess. Tristan Eugene Hill, with distinction, who will be presented his diploma by his father. Bethany Jill Hofteaser. David Lee Howard, with distinction. Prince William Howard Whitaker. Zachary Davis Huskamp, who will be presented his diploma by his father. Elise Yardley Hussey. Fernando Islas Jr. Wanda Izzard. Mary Catherine Patricia Jacobson. Caroline Jenkins, with distinction, who will be presented her diploma by her father.
Daniel Jenkins.
James Patrick Thomas Jennings III. Demario Untre Jones, with distinction. Lauren Dentrice Jones. Sean Michael Kuiper, with distinction. Alexa McKenzie Kaiser. Daniel C. Kennedy.
Sean Landon Kessner, with distinction.
Caitlin Ashley King Diaz. John Kiphart, CAA Life member, who will be presented his diploma by his father-in-law. Leslie Kirkland. Edward Orvin Cornia, with distinction. Alexis K. Croze. Teresa M. Lauterbach, with distinction. Chanel Anae Leach. Jacob Watson Lear. Camilla Liefridge Pinkney. Zachary Raymond Lowry. Jennifer Brown Lozanne. Jelaine Lugo. Alexandria Grace Kitty Madden. Karen Elizabeth Majewski. Maria Guadalupe Marquez Garcia. Brenna Martick. Faith Martin.
Penny Michelle Mayton.
Erica L. McAllister with distinction. Frida Mechanic. Bo Duggan McCollum with distinction. Taylor McCormack with distinction. Colleen Catherine McCuskey. Shannon Wiltsey McManus. Sabrina Lietta McMillan. Shayna Alyssa Medlin. Caleb Michael Douglas Melton. Andrew James Mitroka. Candace Moore. Stephen Dale Moser. Amanda Sowell Moyer with distinction. Daniel John Murphy. Adriana Napier with distinction. Anna Rose Nelson with distinction. Lauren Stevens Nelson with distinction. Ashley Renee Newton with distinction. Julie Nguyen with distinction. Marissa Elise Niedermeyer with distinction. Thomas Alvin Norby III. Wendy Delane Norris. Sean O'Donnell. Nikki Suzanne Ogle with distinction. Michael Paul Okus with distinction. Matthew Kyle Olesh with distinction. Morgan Chase Olson with distinction. Amber Nicole Opp. Lindsay Meredith Ostrowski. Jennings Kerr Owens, who will be presented his diploma by his grandfather. William Johannes Pacala.
Anna Catherine Parham.
Jillian Summer Patton. Juanita Maureen Paler, with distinction. Benjamin Lee Payden.
Suzanne Pender, with distinction.
Nathaniel Zane Peterson. Deborah Pettit-Payne, with distinction. Frank Michael Pickering. Brett Poland, with distinction. Sabrina Polite. Amy Porter. Michelle Power, CAA Life member, who will be presented her diploma by her father. Kara Presson. Elizabeth Quinn. Benjamin Race. Charles Wayne Ragsdale. Adam Blaylock Ragus, CAA Life member. Anna Nazario Ragusio, who will be presented her diploma by her husband. Carly N. Rarick. Jasmine Marie Rabin. Isabel Rose Renzi. Sarah Catherine Richter. Walter Carl Richter. Stephen Irvin Riley, CAA Life member. Megan Nicole Reinhardt. Hannah Grace Rochelle, with distinction. Gregory Charles Rothschild. Madeline Stoneburner Rowland. Anna Lee Springs Runyon, Air Force commissionee.
Brittany M. Russell, with distinction.
Stephanie Salter, CAA Life member, who will be presented her diploma by her sons. Matthew J. Savage, with distinction. Robert Joseph Sheevy, with distinction. Luke A. Schmitz. John Schreiner, with distinction. Anthony Lee Schwoko. Alexandra Brooke C.
Stevie Patricia Scott.
Aletha Mia Setzer. Alexei Leonidovich Severniak. Hannah Louise Shoemaker, with distinction. Sheldon Faith Siders. Nicole Hart Sloan. Adam Perry Smith. Tarsha Rose Smith. Tara Jane Spencer, with distinction. Elizabeth Ann Springer. Kyle Joseph Statz. Zachary Charles Sturr. Jessica Steverson. Catherine Johnson Stewart. Lindsay Dawn Stone. Ryan Matthew Stone with distinction. Jacob Summy.
Muhammad Abdil Rayof Tahat.
Jeffrey Bruce Taylor II. Trevor Allen Teefee. Catherine Carr Teacack.
Curtis Thomas.
Shantanique Thomas. Caitlin Linnea Thompson with distinction. Matthew Edward Timms with distinction.
Amrita Tawari.
Matthew Townsend with distinction.
JC M. Verdicchio.
Jonathan Parker Vest. Mark Edward Villanueva.
Michael Keith Weeks. Megan McCormack Watson.
Zachary David Watson.
Okay. Michael Keith Weeks.
Hagan Marie West. Walter Joshua Widener. Nathan Alexander Wilkes with distinction, CAA Life member. Richard Matthew Wilkinson Roberts. Andrea Cooper Williams with distinction, who will be presented her diploma by her father. Milan Acacia Williams. Nineveh L. Williams.
William Robert Winston, who will be presented his diploma by his father. Jessica Wood, with distinction. Clay Woody. Carson Allen Wright. Jaquetta Angelica Wright. Jordan Haley Yarborough. Madison Yaris. Jody Marie Acker. Stephen Francis Ehlers, cum laude. James Cole Bernard, cum laude, who will be presented his diploma by his father. Travis Macon Barrow, magna cum laude. James Richard Bartell, Jr. Robert Dalton Burnzot, summa cum laude, Navy commissionee. James Parks Beavis, summa cum laude, who will be presented his diploma by his stepfather. Michael Brandon Bowen.
Jeremy Wayne Brown.
Stephen Canaday, magna cum laude. Jarrett Lewis Carrero.
John C. Clayton.
JC Tramiel Cobb, summa cum laude. Andrew Lawrence Condon. Michael Rashawn Cox, magna cum laude. Dalton James Cross. Forrest Lee Dangerfield, magna cum laude. Joshua Keith Davidson, summa cum laude. Eric James Davis, summa cum laude. Shane Lewis Dolly. Melissa Nicole Devenny, summa cum laude. Jonathan Sterling Duke. David Wayne Etheridge, Jr. Randall Keith Fisher. Estefania Flores. Ashlyn Gallagher. Salvatore Anthony Gandolfo, summa cum laude. Justin Goyak. Zachariah Joshua Hampton, summa cum laude. Randall Lee Harville. Sybil Greer Hensley, summa cum laude.
Ryan Martin Hicks, magna cum laude.
Kenneth Daniel Hill.
William Corey Hood.
Andrew Justman. Yuko Jana Kajimoto, magna cum laude. Holly Smith Lacey, summa cum laude.
James A. Lawson.
Juan Carlos Lordu. Jennifer Elizabeth Box Lutz. Christopher Jason Manley, Jr., summa cum laude, Navy commissionee. Roel David Mariano, cum laude.
Ian Maroney, magna cum laude.
Donna Matthias, cum laude.
Matthew Douglas McDaniel, magna cum laude. Logan Rayvon Miller, magna cum laude. Lauren Megan Miranda.
David Alejandro Moraes Motanya.
Peter Christian Musselman II. William Quang Nyok Win, cum laude. Aaron Levin Panos, summa cum laude. Jenna Diane Patterson, magna cum laude. Richard Brandon Perez Guillermo, summa cum laude. Jacob Michael Rasher, summa cum laude. James Ratcliffe, cum laude. Andrew Paul Reynolds, magna cum laude. Kevin Hildridge Richburg. Maria Danielle Rivera, magna cum laude. Robert Robinson.
Millicent Elizabeth Sadie, magna cum laude.
Cole Matthew Schultz, magna cum laude. Claire Seeley, cum laude. Sean Joseph Sweeney. Samuel James Thompson III. William Tyler Thompson. Timothy Tucker, magna cum laude. Travis John Volmert, magna cum laude. Joshua Ryan Whalen.
You get to sit down, okay. So, I forgot to give you one admin note. I gave it to the cadets this morning. I saw a couple of you take the tubes open. It's in the mail. Sorry, we should have told you that ahead of time. Look, the Graduate College alumni are a significant part of our Alumni Association, as our speaker told you. And you're also wonderful advocates for the Citadel. I'm therefore honored to introduce Mr. John McAleer, Citadel Class of 1972. He's the president of our Alumni Association, and he's here to welcome you to our ranks.
Good afternoon. In a matter of minutes, you'll all be college graduates of the Citadel and alumni of this fine institution. You should be very proud of what you've accomplished. The CGC is critically important to the viability of the Citadel and our programs. We are proud to be advancing and supporting education in the Lowcountry. In addition, the CGC provides us the opportunity to attract and retain professors by providing them the opportunity to teach at a higher academic level. Also, our athletic teams are able to recruit grad transfer athletes, which in today's environment gives us the ability to be competitive. The mission of the Alumni Association is to support the college and our alumni. Last year, we provided $785,000 in financial support. This year, that number will reach $800,000. You've all probably heard about the Citadel Network, but what is it? Is it some kind of support structure? If so, where is it? How do you access it? It's been invaluable to me over the course of my careers, but I had the same questions. So last fall, we created on the Alumni Association board a new committee, the Alumni Network Committee. In short order, the new chairman assembled a committee of 10 members that include a member of the Board of Visitors, business and government leaders, as well as 2 retired major generals. Their mission, to develop a seamless, interconnected alumni network that contributes to the continued success of our alumni, cadets, and students in all walks of life. In March, the Alumni Association signed a 2-year agreement, and we're picking up the cost, a company called Career Shift, recently named the best job search firm on the internet. Texas A&M, VMI, and a number of other colleges have been using them for a number of years. This week, the program was rolled out to our alumni, and in September, it will be rolled out to our cadets and students. The main advantage for this program is that it identifies Citadel graduates within the industries or companies that you're searching. I did a quick test last week. I put in 2 categories. Under industry, I put in construction. Under education, I plugged in the Citadel. It generated 30 pages of Citadel graduates in the construction industry. It gave pictures, they gave their job titles, contact information, location. Now, if you're in a job search, you can do some damage with that kind of information. By joining the Alumni Association and staying engaged, you're continuing your connection and support of the Citadel alumni family. Ladies and gentlemen of the class of 2023, congratulations and welcome to the Citadel alumni family. Good luck and Godspeed.
This is a great day in the lives of our graduates and their families. It's also a great day for the Citadel as we are now a part of each other's history. I thank the faculty and staff of the Citadel for your contributions to achieving the milestones of these graduates. Most of all, I want to thank the families, friends of our graduates. Your support has been critical to their success. It is now my honor and pleasure to request that you move your tassels from right to left. Well done, class of 2023.
Please rise for the Citadel alma mater. Okay, grab those programs because the words are printed in the back, and please join us in singing along. concludes the 2023 Citadel Graduate College Commencement Ceremony. We appreciate all of you for coming today, and we thank you for sharing in this special occasion. To the class of 2023, one final congratulations, so let's give them one more round of applause. Well done. I like it. We wish you all the best. We wish you safe travels, and we look forward to seeing you back on campus. Thank you. Okay.